So hello devs, hope you all are doing pretty well. So today we are going to see the next part of our video. So let's go and jump directly to Notepad++. So till this time we have created our frame and we have created two classes. First is receiving screen and the second one is send event. So we'll deep dive into this receiving screen. So let's start the coding directly without wasting our time. So for receiving screen, what we have to do, same as usual, because as we are creating frame and then for this we are extending thread. So likewise we are going to extend thread here also. Extend. So in receiving screen, what we want to do is that we have to get the screen of our server, or you can say screen of our another computer we are going to get. So for that reason we have to provide some stream. So what will be that stream? So that stream should be object input stream. So what that object input stream will do? So first of all, this type of thing we have to know. So the main work of object input stream is it will read object from file. So now object input stream can be used to convert input stream to object. Okay, so we have to convert our input stream which we are going to get from our server side, or you can say another computer or system, and then we are going to convert it into object, and then we are going to display it in our screen. Private object input stream see object input stream equal to null. We will initialize it from null, and then jpanel as usual we have to make, because we have to see that screen now. So private jpanel cpanel null private boolean continue loop will give equal to again null, then input stream we have to take input stream equal to null. Okay, then image, because we are going to take a snapshot for that images which we are going to pass from server side. So image 1 equal to null. Now we have to make constructor for this receiving screen. So till now what we have done, object input stream we have created. So for that reason we have to import java import java.io dot object input stream. Okay, now for input stream we will give again, we just will do copy and paste. Okay, just input stream we have given, and for that image we will import class which is there in javax. So import javax image io dot image io, capital we have to give image io. Now jpanel, for the jpanel it is again in swing package java x dot swing dot jpanel. Okay, so we have imported this much of thing. We will use import java dot awt dot image, and now we'll come to our main program, and then we will do one thing. We will create constructor for this so that we can initialize everything, like our input stream we have to initialize, and then we have to initialize our jpanel. So let's create constructor for that. So public receiving screen and input stream input comma jpanel p. We are going to provide o in as in, And for panel, what is our panel on C panel? So in C panel we are going to provide it as P. We are going to assign this value, and then we will start our thread. Start. If we have given this a start, then definitely we have to give what? We have to provide run method for that. So public void run. So now in this run, what we are going to do is, like, we have, so in this run method what we are going to do, we are going to continuously receive the screen from the server side. So for continuously receiving the screen from the server side, we have to read the screenshot of the server. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to continuously read the screen of server while, and what we have given here, like boolean true value. First of all we have given null. Why we have given, okay, so while what we have to give continue loop, because every time it has to be true. Okay, so which we have initialized here. Okay, sorry, here we have to write true, because each and every time we want this one to be maintained as true, and then we'll assign some new value at the time of changing. For now, how we are going to read the screenshot? So in the form of byte. So for byte, what we have to do, we have to create byte array. So byte array byte, okay, equal to new byte. What will the size for this? So 1024 into 1024. Okay, now we'll initialize and count equal to 0. Okay, now we have to use do while loop. We will use here till the condition is getting satisfied. Do while, till that time it will work. Okay, so what are the things which we are going to give here? So count, we'll use count plus equal to, in our object, in our input stream we are going to read that thing. So this is our input stream, like O in. So we have initialized our input stream from this receiving screen. In O in, our input stream value is there. So in O in dot read, the predefined method, comma count, comma length minus count. Let's understand this line, 32 line. So we are going to update this count, and our input stream is going to read, and we are going to pass 3 parameters. So first parameter is our byte array, second one is count. Count is basically the offset which is in array of byte. Okay, so at which the data is written. So here we are going to get the value at which the data is written. So this length minus count is basically meant for how much data, how much byte of data is read by our input stream. Okay, so if this value is going to be 0, then what it means? It means that there is no byte which are read. Okay, so it will return 0. If it is not 0, then it is attempting to read at least 1 byte. Okay, so now if the stream is at end of the file, means our input stream is at end of the file, then the value returned is -1. So for that reason we are going to update this count. So this input stream may give IO exception, so we have to keep this all inside try and catch block. So try, and then we will do one thing, just cut this Control X, we will write catch block here. Which type of exception it may give? IO exception. IO exception E. We will write E dot interest stack trace, and then we'll paste this code here. Yeah, pretty much fine. Okay, so we are having count which is of int type. So you are seeing here read method we are using. So this basically is going to return the value in the form of integer. So the return type of this oin.read is count. We have to check some sort of condition. We have to check Okay, so for that reason what we are going to do, we are going to write, if suppose if count is greater than 4 and bytes of whatever the count value, count minus 2, and then if it is equal to particular byte of 1, byte. After giving this while loop, we have to check for another condition also, which I will tell you. So first of all, we know that why read we are using. So if from byte array we are going to read, so count is the offset which is going to start from 0, and it is going to start from 0 because from here only our reading of byte will start, and it will go till length minus count. For this reason, this while count is greater than 4 and byte of count minus 2 equal to byte minus 1. Okay, so byte minus 1 till there, and I will give the condition of and bytes of count minus 1 again, count minus 1 this time, if it is equal to byte of minus 39. I will tell you why I am using this byte of 39. Okay, so first of all we will come here and then I will tell you what is this byte of minus 1. So byte I will write here. So if I am going to write byte of 0, if I am going to write like byte of 0, it is going to resemble you that 0 0 0 0. This is the basic value of this byte of 0. So if I am going to give it as, if I am going to change it as minus 1, then what it will do, it will give you this value. So if I am going to, likewise if I am going to change everything, it is going to give that type of value in the form of byte. If I am going to give minus 1, so for 0 it was like this, it was like this. So after changing this, it is going to give us like, okay, so it is going to give the value in this format. Fine. Okay, so whenever the count is greater than 4, this is the, you have to remember, you have to memorize. So if count is greater than 4 and byte of count minus 2 and byte of count minus 2, so whatever the value is there in that, suppose count is 5, we are having 5, so 5 is greater than 4, yes, and then 5 minus 2 is 3. So at the third index, whatever the value of byte is there, if it is equal to this value, so in this byte format, if it is equal to this value and at the same time this condition has to be satisfied, so it means we are at the end of our reading the byte. So it will read, at that time it will return what? It will return minus 1 because we are at the end of, or we are at the end of file. Okay, after this while loop, what we have to do, after this do while, in the image 1, whatever image we are going to do, we are going to read all the array input stream of that byte and we are going to convert it into the image form. So image, so for that reason we are going to use image io dot, see here importing package we have done for image io. Okay, image io dot, now image io dot read, what we have to do, new byte array input stream, new byte array input stream, and what we have to pass as a parameter, our array, in which we are going to read all the bytes. Now again we are going to update this image, and at this time image 1 dot, what we have to do, we have to get the scale instance. So get scaled, and inside this what we have to pass, see panel dot, for that we have to get width idth, get width, and see panel dot get HEIGST, get WIDTH will be there, and then image dot scale fast, image dot scale fast, get a scaled instance I told you why to use, then it is taking three parameter. One is get width, height, and scale image. So we are going to get width from cPanel. So where is that cPanel which we are going to initialize it? Here. So from where it is going to initialize, so whatever the value is passed from this panel. Okay, so we got to know that this is a image scaling algorithm, and from where this is going to get height and width. Okay, this is the problem. So where is this cPanel? cPanel is here. So what we are going to do, whenever the constructor is initialized, then this cPanel is automatically going to get initialized, and whatever the value of width and height we are going to set it there, it is going to fetch here. Okay, fine. So let's move ahead and do the rest of coding. So after this what we have to do, we have to receive the screenshot from our server side. So for that reason we are going to use some graphics. So graphics equal to cPanel dot get graphics we'll get the graphics from there, and then graphics dot draw image. So what image we are going to provide? Image 1, and then 0 0. So this is image 1 which we are going to take it from here, and then this is like what we can say, int value we are going to give, which is basically specifying the position for the top left of the image. Okay, so top and left, and after that what we are going to do, we have to get the width and height as usual. So cPanel dot get width, and then again cPanel dot get height, and then cPanel itself. So this is the panel, this is the container, you can say. Likewise we have done the graphic part. Okay, so we have to, okay, so after doing this all, for this graphics we have to import our package. For this reason we are going to import our graphics package. So where it is? In AWT. So import java.awt.graphics. Import java.awt.graphics. Okay, so for this exception we have left our importing as a package. Import java.io exception. Okay, import java.io exception. Okay, so for this byte array input string we have not imported. We have to import java.io.byte input string. So I think we are good to go with this. This code is pretty much fine, it will work. Okay, so let's save it. Now in the next video we will see this send event.java coding. Hope you guys like this video. So if you really like this video, please give a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. So go and hit the subscribe button if you have not done subscribing yet. So thank you, bye bye, take care.